Welcome to Currency Trading with Profiforex. This video explores the ADX trend indicator. To apply this indicator to the chart, press the Indicators button on the toolbar and choose Trend, Average Directional Movement Index from the menu. We can then change the settings of the indicator in the window that appears. We can choose the averaging period, method, and visualization settings. When we're choosing the method, we specify the prices to which the indicator will be applied. These are open prices, close prices, maximums, minimums, and their different combinations. ADX is rarely used alone, but is mostly used in identifying the condition of the market, trend or flat. Further, if trend phase is identified, trend indicators are used, for example, averages. If a flat phase is identified, oscillators are used. This indicator originated in the commodities market and is seldom used in Forex. Nevertheless, it can work well as a supplement in various trading systems. A falling ADX shows there's a flat phase, and it's better to enter against the market using oscillators, such as stochastic, MACD, and RSI. A growing ADX, surpassing 15, indicates the presence of a trend. On the ADX chart, we see three lines. The blue line represents the ADX. Two dashed lines represent DI plus and DI minus, directional movement, which are the basis for calculating the ADX. Now let's talk about these two lines. The picture shows all the possible combinations of the minimum and maximum prices between the two bars, as well as the methodology of DI identification for each case. After calculating DI, it can be identified whether there is a trend, directional movement, or there isn't. Obviously, DI plus will rise and DI minus will fall in the growing market. Conversely, in the falling market, DI minus will rise and DI plus will fall. Each of the DIs represents the measure of directional movement in its respective direction. In other words, when DI plus crosses DI minus from below, bulls are the market leaders and the price goes up. If DI minus prevails over DI plus, the market is ready to move down and sell signals occur. Consequently, when DI plus crosses DI minus, it's the signal to make a deal.